Hi, welcome to the channel. If you like MMA and you like video games, please give the channel a follow and like this video. Let's get started. So we have another UFC fight night this Saturday. The main event and co-main events are Josh Emmett versus Emmett Murphy, Pat Sabatini versus Joe Brito. Let's start with the main event, Josh Emmett versus Murphy. We all know Josh Emmett has that insane knockout power. He's even got decent boxing. His head movement and footwork aren't bad, but he tends to move quite predictably as the fight goes on. Emmett Murphy, if I'm being honest, has not really impressed me yet. He's managed to stay undefeated, but I see a lot of holes in his striking. He can get a little lazy with his guard inside the pocket, which of course will work in the benefit of Josh Emmett. Emmett is known for his looping shots, which for Murphy will be familiar territory as he just fought Dan Ige not long ago. You can definitely expect for Lerone to sit behind his jab and point fight for the first couple of rounds, hoping to tire Emmett out and take some steam off those hooks. The problem for Murphy is going to be how dangerous Emmett can be even late into the fight. Murphy is going to have to be hyper aware of that even in the 4th and 5th. So we are either in for a similar fight as Kattar versus Emmett, in my opinion, which Emmett edged out a close decision win. However, if we go to decision, I think Lerone will be the winner in this case, as Emmett tends to get frustrated and telegraph his shots in the later rounds, which for Lerone should be an easy read. If Lerone doesn't play the safe card in the first 2 rounds, my bet is he goes to sleep. Emmett loves to go out there and try to take your head off, and to be honest, I don't really see any other path to victory other than the early knockout, unless he paces himself and hopes to catch Lerone off guard with some later power shots. My money would be on Lerone to win, but I have a feeling Emmett is going to catch him early as Lerone leaves himself exposed in the pocket. He's being tagged, and Lord knows if you get tagged by Emmett, it's usually night-night. All right, on to the co-main event between Pat Sabatini and Joe Brito. This is an interesting matchup. You got Pat Sabatini, who is a grappling specialist with pretty decent stand-up. He's yet to showcase too much of his stand-up throughout his UFC career. Brito has a list of submission wins and some wild power strikes on the feet, which have led to a couple more recent wins for him, a doctor stoppage versus Jack Shore and a vicious knockout against Weston Wilson. This will be interesting as I feel like Sabatini has the better fundamentals on the feet, but he's usually able to increase his threat on the feet by always offering the threat of the takedown. I don't see Brito being afraid to see the fight go to the ground, which of course will make his strikes more dangerous. I'm thinking this could be a close fight. If it goes to decision, I think Sabatini should be able to weather the storm and control the tempo of the fight, as I see Brito coming out early to try and take Pat's head off. If Pat can bait him and allow him to punch himself out in the first, round 2 and 3 should be his rounds. However, my bet is Brito connects with a few heavy shots in round 1 and finishes it for a TKO in round 2. All right, that's it for my predictions for the UFC fight night this Saturday. The rest of the card is just filler, so watch out for our post-fight breakdown on Saturday night after the event to find out if we saw any standout performances worth noting. Please hit like and subscribe to keep up with our content. See you next time.